Good morning and welcome to Newsfirst Prime Time Sunrise.
Hello there, a very good morning and welcome to Newsfirst Primetime Sunrise with me, Shane Silva. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. Consumer Affairs Authority says the price of gas will not be increased. Point system to be implemented for excessive speeding. Elephants forcibly relocated to Maitrigama. And suicide bombers and gunmen attack a police intelligence headquarters in a northern Iraqi city. On to your stories in detail now. The Consumer Affairs Authority has rejected a request made by the Gas Association to increase the price of gas. Director General of the authority, J.M.A. Douglas, said that both state and private gas associations had submitted requests for an increase. The Director General, however, noted that permission will not be granted to these associations as there has been a decrease in global prices. On to another story that made the headlines this morning now. A program commenced yesterday to drive away elephants from the Ruhunupita village area, which falls under the purview of the Polonnaruwa Valikanda District Secretarial Division. Now, our area correspondent stated that the program continued into the night as well.
The program commenced last evening. Members of the Wildlife Department, the Singapore Army Camp, Civil Defence Unit, Valikanda Police and the Mahaweli Authority took part in the program. Our area correspondent stated that wild elephants had been forcibly moved until the Maitrigama area yesterday.
The police have advised the public to exercise caution when carrying out financial transactions due to the increase of counterfeit notes in circulation. Now we have with us police media spokesperson SSP Rohana online to elaborate further. SSP Rohana?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, SSP Rohana. Now, yesterday there was a report that 3 counterfeit notes were discovered in the Borella area. Now, could you please elaborate on this and also on the story itself, please?
Yes, yesterday we arrested 2 suspects in connection with an offence of counterfeit currency, and we recovered 500 currency notes, 4 notes of 500. And in addition to that, since the 1st of October 2013 to date, within a period of 65 days, we have detected 21 cases in respect of fake currency. So especially we have found 500, 1,000, 2,000 and 5,000 fake currency notes. The CID in October conducted a special operation in Malabe area, and we were able to recover 1.7 million fake currency notes, 2,000 currency notes. So therefore, every time we would like to make a request from the general public that once they use especially 500, 1,000, 2,000 and 5,000 currency notes, they have to be vigilant. They have to be alert on the situation. So the parameters, we have several parameters to identify a real currency note and a fake currency note, especially the watermark, and apart from that there is a black brand, and in addition to that the value of the currency note, the number, it is prominent in comparison to a fake note. So therefore these parameters should be used to identify. And if you receive a fake currency, immediately you have to inform the police, and it should be handed over to the police. Otherwise, you might also be a victim of a fake currency case.
Now, SSP Rohana, just on a follow-up to that question, now you mentioned that there were parameters through which you can identify a counterfeit note. Now, is this linked to a particular consignment and a particular counterfeiter, or is it generally linked to the note itself? I mean, the parameters, are they in a general sense, or is this linked to a particular counterfeiter and his the way he is operating at the moment?
So actually, now we recovered 2,000 currency notes. Generally, every time these particular parameters could be used to identify fake currency and real currency. So these are the general parameters every time. But especially during these days, 2,000 currency notes are being circulated, so you have to be vigilant on that type of thing.
Also, SSP Rohana, you also mentioned this time. Now, when you talk about this time, does the seasonal aspect, I mean, now it's coming into December, Christmas, New Year, does the time of the season or the time of the year also play an impact with regards to the circulation of the notes, in that they have been injected at a timely period where people are transacting with currency, there are traders? Is there any link to that aspect as well?
Yes, actually, especially during this period, it's a remarkable, it has been revealed that remarkable increase in respect of circulation of fake currency, because Christmas and apart from that, the New Year, all these festivals are being conducted, so therefore general public, they exchange currency, and in addition to that they go to market. So I think the perpetrators think that this period is the best period for them. Therefore, every time you should be vigilant.
Just one last question, SSP Rohana. If you could elaborate on the 2,000 rupee notes, and there again, if you could just recap to us the way in which you could discover whether in fact a note is counterfeit or not. If you could just elaborate on that for our public's convenience, please.
Yes. Now, the main parameters are, I mentioned earlier. In addition to that, so if you put 2,000 currency notes, now at the moment they are being circulated to the water. So if it is a real currency note, the color doesn't change. But if it is a fake one, the color is being changed automatically. So this parameter also could be used, especially in respect of 2,000 currency notes.
SSP Ajit Rohana, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Yes.
On to other local stories now. 11 persons have been injured in a motor accident in the Iranamadu junction in Kilinochchi at around 10:30 last night. Now, the accident occurred when the driver of a bus flying from Jaffna to Colombo lost control of the vehicle and hit a tree. The injured have been admitted to the Kilinochchi hospital. Our area correspondent reported that the driver of the bus, who is in critical condition, has been admitted to the emergency unit of the hospital. The Mankulam police is carrying out investigations into the incident. The Motor Traffic Department has decided to introduce a point system for drivers who are fined for speeding.
The Commissioner General of the Motor Traffic Department, S.H. Harish Chandra, stated that the first stage of this system will be implemented on the expressways. He added that discussions have taken place with the police in relation to this as well. Currently, a point system has been imposed for drunk driving and accidents. The Commissioner General announced that 14,000 points will be added to a driver's license.
Staying in local news on Newsfirst Primetime Sunrise, United People's Freedom Alliance parliamentarian Vidura Vikramanayake says the conduct of the public sector from the highest to the lowest levels has diminished. The parliamentarian expressed these sentiments at a prize-giving ceremony held at the Horra Takshila Middle School yesterday.
Senior Minister Ratnasiri Vikramanayake was the chief guest at the event.
රටේ ඉහළම තැන්වල ඉඳන් පල්ලෙහාට යනකම්ම පිරිහිලා. ඊයේ අල්ලස් කොමසාරිස්තුමා ප්‍රකාශයක් කරනවා. ලැබිලා තියෙන
Corruption occurs in all areas. The most number of complaints have been reported from the education sector. Now, some of you may be asking if there are no politicians. There are, but this is a small number. There are 9 ministers and parliamentarians in the list. However, there are close to 100 provincial and Pradeshia Sabha members.
ඇමතිවරු සහ පාර්ලිමේන්තු මන්ත්‍රීවරු 9 දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා කිව්වා. තවත් 100 ගාණක් ඉන්නවා කිව්වා. පළාත් සභා සහ ප්‍රාදේශීය සභා.
Well, there you go. That's a look at your Primetime News Bulletin for today. Thanks a lot for joining us and hope you have a brilliant Thursday ahead. We wrap up with a look at the weather forecast for the day.
Hotline 0114 896 896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.